We've all been there. The moments when things don't go our way, when life feels unfair, or when we hit a roadblock that seems impossible to overcome. In those moments, what's the easiest thing to do? Blame someone or something else? It's a natural reaction, one that almost feels like a relief, isn't it? Pointing the finger gives us a sense of justice, as though by blaming someone or something outside of ourselves, we can free ourselves from responsibility. But the truth is, that's exactly what's holding us back. If you want to succeed, if you want to truly break free and live the life you've always dreamed of, it's time to stop blaming others. Let's take a deep dive into some harsh truths that you may not want to hear, but need to. These aren't the kind of truths you can ignore if you want real transformation. No more excuses, no more finger pointing. If you want to create the life you desire, you have to start looking at yourself first. The first brutal truth you have to accept is that no one owes you anything. Life doesn't owe you success, happiness, or even fairness. You've been taught for years that things are supposed to work out, that if you follow a certain path, you'll get what you deserve. But that's simply not how it works. Success doesn't care about your feelings, your circumstances, or what you think you deserve. The world doesn't have some hidden set of rules that rewards those who are good or right. It's a cold, objective system. And in this system, you're responsible for making things happen for yourself. Yes, you may have had a difficult past. Maybe you've faced challenges that others can't even imagine. And yes, you may feel like the odds are stacked against you. But blaming your past, your upbringing, or anyone else won't change anything. It will only keep you stuck in a cycle of resentment, regret, and frustration. So let me be clear, nobody's going to hand you anything. If you want something, you're going to have to fight for it. And that fight starts with taking full responsibility for your life. The second brutal truth you need to accept is that your success is entirely up to you. The world doesn't care about your excuses, your reasons, or your story. If you want to build something meaningful, if you want to create the kind of life you envision for yourself, it is all on your shoulders. That can be an overwhelming thought, but it's also incredibly empowering. You get to shape your future. The choices you make today will dictate where you end up tomorrow. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or someone to come and give you permission to succeed, you're going to be waiting a long time. The only person who can make it happen for you is you. The only person who can change your situation, your mindset, and your results is you. This is where many people fail because they keep waiting for someone to fix things for them. But the reality is, success doesn't work that way. It's not about the hand you were dealt. It's about how you play it. The third truth you must face is that failure is part of the process. Too often we think of failure as the enemy, the thing we need to avoid at all costs. We fear it, we run from it, and we do everything in our power to avoid it. But here's the secret. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. It's not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every successful person, every entrepreneur, every innovator has failed, some of them many times over. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't the number of failures they experience, it's their willingness to keep going in spite of those failures. When you blame others, when you point the finger, you avoid the tough reality that you are not perfect and that you will fail. And those failures are the very things that teach you, challenge you, and mold you into the person capable of achieving greatness. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, you have to accept failure as a lesson. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, improve, and get one step closer to your goals. Now, here's a tough one. The fourth truth you need to accept is that you are not entitled to success. It's a tough pill to swallow, but the sooner you internalize it, the better off you'll be. You are not entitled to a successful life simply because you exist, because you've worked hard, or because you think you deserve it. Success doesn't care how much you want it or how much you feel you've earned it. It's not about what you think you deserve, it's about what you're willing to do to make it happen. We live in a world where we are often taught to expect rewards for effort. We want to believe that hard work alone will guarantee success, but it's just not true. Yes, hard work is important, but it's not the only ingredient. You need more than just effort. You need perseverance, strategy, learning, and a willingness to pivot when necessary. Success is not handed to anyone. It's earned through consistent action, resilience, and a willingness to do what others aren't willing to do. The last brutal truth you have to face is that you are responsible for your own happiness. Too many people live their lives waiting for someone else to make them happy, whether it's a partner, a friend, a boss, or the world in general. truth is, your happiness is your responsibility. Nobody else can give it to you. No one else can make you feel fulfilled, excited, or content. You are the only one who has the power to choose your mindset, your perspective, and your attitude. Waiting for someone or something outside of you to make you happy is a trap. It's a trap that keeps you dependent on others and external circumstances. The moment you take full responsibility for your own happiness is the moment you unlock true freedom. You can create a life that makes you happy, but it starts with taking full ownership of how you feel. So what does all of this mean for you? It means it's time to stop blaming others. It's time to take full responsibility for your life. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's hard. But if you truly want to make a change, if you want to live a life that excites you, challenges you, and fills you with pride, then you have to face these truths. Blaming others may offer a temporary sense of relief, but it will never lead to real change. When you point the finger at someone else, you give away your power. You make yourself a victim of your circumstances. But when you stop blaming others and take full responsibility for your life, you take back control. You become the creator of your own destiny. This is your life. This is your future. And it's time to stop waiting for things to change on their own. It's time to stop pointing the finger and take action. You have everything you need inside you to create the life you want. But it starts with the hardest thing of all, looking in the mirror and saying, I'm responsible for where I am, and I'm ready to change. If you accept these truths, if you stop blaming others and take full ownership of your life, you will be amazed at the possibilities that open up before you. This is not an overnight process, and there will be struggles along the way, but you'll never be stuck in the same place again. You'll be moving forward, learning, growing, and getting closer to the life you've always dreamed of. So, are you ready to let go of the excuses? Are you ready to take full responsibility and create the life you deserve? The choice is yours, and it starts today. If you found value in what we talked about today, don't let this moment pass. Subscribe to the channel and join a community of individuals who are committed to personal growth, who are willing to challenge themselves and step into their fullest potential. Together we'll continue to learn, grow, and push forward. Don't wait for change. Make it happen. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's start this journey together. You've got this.